So good morning everybody, peoples of the YouTubes, as some people would say. Today, guess what? Yes, we're going back to Super Sausage. And blisteringly cold morning. Just feel like having a ride this morning. I said to the wife when I got up, she went, "Oh, it's ever so foggy and cold. I bet you're not going out. You're going to do the housework." And I went, "Nope. Do you know what? I am going to slip my winter gear on and I am going to go down to Super Sausage. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. And it gives me a chance to get a blog in." She went, "You and your blogging?" Yeah. After the photo that I put up on my Facebook and my Instagram, she wasn't best pleased. It's basically a guy with his hand over his mouth and his chest. So that sound you hear when you realise that you probably heard your bike go over in the garage and then realise it's the wife falling down the stairs. She didn't appreciate the photo, but it was all tongue-in-cheek. So this morning we're going to talk about something that SimonGTR1400 has done, and also something that Bikes, Beards and Brews Ben has done. So that's my two little subjects this morning while I go down to Super Sausage to get myself a cup of coffee and a bacon roll. So the first thing, SimonGTR1400 in association with Hells on Wheels are doing this thing called Small Channel Mafia. And it's to promote those very, very small channels that have only got sort of sub 300-400 viewers or subscribers. And obviously I'm just short of about 2,400 at the moment, so I'm not going to include myself in this. I am not a small channel, although I do hang around with a lot of the small channels. I don't tend to hang out in the big Motovlog channels. And I had a falling out this week with Moto Jitsu. Now obviously he does a load of bike instructional stuff, and he did a video about when you pull up, should you leave your bike in gear? And had a look at it, and I actually commented, no, part of the Rosper ride, if you're out with the Rosper group, you are told not to leave your bike in gear. Now I was always told to leave the bike in gear when you pulled up, hand on the clutch, hand on the brake. You're covering, so if something's coming in a bit quick, you're in gear, you can pull away and get out the way really, really quick. Now Rosper don't do it that way. IAM course does. A lot of people say, "Oh, leave your bike in gear," but if you're doing a Rosper course, then you're not meant to leave your bike in gear. You're meant to leave it in neutral, and then as soon as the lights change, pop it into gear. But you should be covering obviously your back brake or your front brake. So I said to him, I said, in England, leaving the bike in gear will actually fail you on a course. He come back with a really snotty reply, and I expected him to say, "Oh, didn't realise that, buddy, but this is what we do in America, or this is what we do in Australia." Now obviously he came back with a really snotty reply saying, "Well, how long have you been riding? You obviously haven't heard the rules right." Well, I have been riding for 40 years and I've always left my bike in gear. When I started doing the Rosper ride, out of gear. So it's something I've got used to, but to get a snotty reply back like that, and I'm like, right, okay, unfollow. So he's a big channel. Back to this small channel mafia thing. So if you're sub sort of 400-500 viewers or subscribers, we're out there using the hashtag Small Channel Mafia to try and promote these channels up. So Simon did one a couple of days ago for Duttz Rides Out. Now Carl is normally in my live streams, very, very nice guy, and he lives up north, but he does some really nice ride outs, sometimes to music, sometimes with a bit of audio, and as Simon said, his audio is absolutely cracking. Mine tends to have a bit of wind noise in, because I do like a bit of background noise, and I do like to get an engine tone in there, but Carl's audio is absolutely crisp as a bell, so go and check out Duttz Rides Out. New channel that's just started this week, and he's one of our friends, is Andy GSA Tractor. He rides a BMW GS, so go and check out Andy GSA Tractor. I think he's got about 12 subscribers at the moment. We're trying to push him up. It'd be nice if we could get him to 100 by the end of the month. So Andy GSA Tractor, as I say, description on all of my videos, go down in there, and there is all the bikes and all the riders that I follow. So you've got the little @ sign, and it will say something like @Premises 187, @Newrider, @Rhythmic Biker. They're another one. So Crumbly Mount, Go and follow him. Go and follow New Biker, NOO, or I think it was NOO or NOO Biker. New Biker, we call him Noob. Western Supermoto, Epic Adam, and Andy GSA Tractor. Obviously SimonGTR1400. He's still a small channel. Hell's on two wheels. They do shed loads of stuff, but he's still a small channel, and he doesn't give a rat's ass about what he says. He's not worried about monetization and all this. He says it as he sees it, and if you want to go and see that channel, then he will give you his opinion as he sees it. He's very, very straight talking, doesn't beat around the bush. Excuse me. So, Small Channel Mafia, go and check that out. Now obviously there's a lot coming up this week, and a lot of ride videos still to do. We've got rid of most of the Titans now, and we have the Assaults coming through and the LXRs. Keeping my eye on matey boy here. Very, very icy and slippy this morning as well, and you can see the fog is like still down at the moment. So Small Channel Mafia, as I said, go follow that while I'm waffling on and doing this ride. The next one, now obviously Goofy Bastard started this off, and it was a 10-minute, so you had to do a 10-minute video, no intro, no outro, no little bits in between. You weren't allowed to edit, it had to be off of one camera. And a lot of guys have done that. Simon did one, I think Andy GSA Tractor's done one, but there's loads of us out there that are all doing this 10-minute ride video, and it was started by Goofy Bastard. Obviously Simon picked up on it, passed it to me, and I chucked it out there and said, right, this is the thing that we're doing. It's obviously going down the line. It's a bit like a pyramid. Someone mentions it and then all of a sudden it escalates, everybody is on it. So I am not the one that started that. It was originally started by Goofy Bastard, but passed to Simon, passed to me, and obviously a lot of people follow my channel, and I just put it out there and said, people do this. Another one that has started this week has been started by Bikes, Beards and Brews. Go and check that channel out as well. It's Ben, and he did his shaving his beard off for charity. Very, very well done, Ben. I am going to grow the beard up until about June, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to shave it off, and we're going to give it to the local neonatal unit in Milton Keynes, or do something, you know, give it away to PTSD or something. And that is another one I am going to cover on the return home, that PTSD. We met a very, very nice guy on the Friday live stream by the name of Brandon, and runs the 1000cc club. I think his name's in the feed, I think it's Protein High, but he does a lot, and he's got a very, very big Facebook page. I think 16,500 followers at the moment. That's the 1000cc club, but Brandon is one of the members of it. He's one of the admins, I believe, and he came in the live stream and he was chatting about PTSD. So we'll pick up on that later on the return home. So watch part 2 in about 5 minutes time once I've edited this video. But Bikes, Beards and Brews, before we get to sausage, has asked about doing this new version of a video. So you have to do a silent video. Not allowed to write a message up. It has to be all silent, and you can stick it to a little bit of comedy music or something, but it has to be a silent video. No talking. So that is the thing to be doing. That is going to be the next challenge. A silent video, just the music, bit of comedy in there, bit of everything, but that is what you've got to do on the next one. So we'll talk about that in a little while. I am at Super Sausage. I am going to be getting my bacon and sausage roll, cup of coffee, find out who's here, and not many bikes. There's 5 of us this morning. It is bloody empty. Fair weather bikers don't want to come out, so we're going to back this baby up, chuck her in the tea shed, go and have a cup of coffee, and then have a little bit of fun. So until the next time, guys, while I'm reversing the GTR in, thank God for big mirrors, whatever you're doing, have yourself a good one, and we shall catch up with you in a few minutes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So back at Super Sausage, guys, just waiting to head off. We've got Simon there, Barry's there, and Brandon's turned up as well from the 1000cc club, and just down there is Dave the sidecar dog. came in with his little motocross goggles on, so follow him on Instagram. That's Dave the Sidecar Dog. Me and Simon are going to be heading back, the GTR and the Concourse 14. He's got his little heated jacket on today as well. Oh, don't you just love it on a Sunday? Out with the boys. Good turnout at Super Sausage today. Loads of bikes here today, so we're going to head back, put the bike back in the garage. The pair of us are going to have a run down the A5D, have a little bit of fun, and obviously Brandon's MT, we'll get a shot of that on the way out. He's in having his Super Sausage brekkie today. See you later, guys. So that's Brandon's MT10. He got slightly dirty. There's a couple of photos up on my Instagram of how dirty his hoodie. He had a white hoodie when he rode out. It's now sort of slightly white and brown. But we're going to have a run back to home. Mrs. B is going out for afternoon tea. And you just love how the GTR accelerates. So Simon's tagged up the back of me. No doubt he'll come past in a minute, gets a few shots of Simon and me riding. But both on GTR 1400s. And talking of Brandon, so 1000cc Club, find them on Facebook. Go and join, there's about 16,000 members there. And a lot of them hang out at the Super Sausage. And of course Barry's there as well, Boo Rider. And if you want to follow Brandon's channel, Protein High, all one word. He hasn't got many videos because obviously he doesn't do a lot of motor vlogging, but he is going to start now. And he was in on my live stream on Friday, to go and watch my live stream from Friday. And then obviously Simon took over and continued my live stream after I left, and Brandon went and joined in again on that. So nice guy, really, really nice guy. And that's Barry's boy as well. So as I say, we're having a run back. Lots to do, lots to upload today. Have a little bit of fun and catch up on a couple of films this afternoon. Do a little bit of YouTube and get ready for a full-on week at the garage. I have got a 6-day week this week, in all day Monday right through to Saturday, so slightly going to be knackered by the end of the week. We're just following these riders back, and then once we get on the A5D, the pair of us can open up and as they say, go for it. Still a lot of potholes about as well. So a nice steady run to home, and my LS2 helmet arrives this week, so happy days for me, where we're going to start obviously wiring my new LS2 up for the new intercom system. Now the LS2 comes with its own headset. Best thing about the new LS2s though, it's got a bracket on the side that does take the Cardo pack torque. Now I am going to hook the outside lane here to have a little bit of fun. That's my little blast for the day. Taking it nice and steady now. And the run to home. Simon's tucked in back there in my wing mirror. But God, this GTR shifts if you give it a bit of welly. And I'm getting used to the power on this now. It does motor if you want. This is the sort of thing you could sit on the German autobahns or on some long roads and you just sit at nice steady 3 figures and not worry about it. But obviously over here, national speed limits apply. and with that extra screen at the front, it does get rid of that wind resistance, and just enough for me to see over the top as well. And you can tell the bike is filthy. And Brandon brought his MT10 in, that was absolutely minging. Some great photos. We've got a TikTok and an Instagram up of all the photos today. There's some great ones of Dave the sidecar dog. That was hilarious. Absolutely great fun, but really nice bike meet this morning. There was about 15 of us there, all just talking, as we say on our Friday streams, bikes and bollocks. Friday's live stream tends to be bikes, beers and bollocks, and that is a regular occurrence now. Every Friday night with myself, normally around about 8 o'clock, and you'll normally find me and Simon GTR1400 in the streams, just doing our own thing. Normally joined by Els on two wheels, Lockwood, Z-Head, military biker. We have Brandon in this week, and then obviously Howie 702, and there was so many that come in, Crumbly Mal, MT Belly, loads of guys, all just having a bit of fun. Get rid of some of these cars out the way. But just love how comfortable this GTR is. It just rides like an absolute dream. And the more I ride this thing, the more it's becoming an extension of my body. But absolutely loving every minute of being on this. It's probably one of the best life choices I've made, swapping from the ZX up to this thing. And obviously we've had the new brake pads on this, and they are lovely. Titanium bolts on the front wheels, in the calipers. I've spent a bit of money, got a new back tyre coming soon, so I have squared off the back tyre. So new Pirelli Angel GT2 coming for the back of this. Obviously watching out for Plod today, because Plod is about in force today. Nice steady respectable speed. Just loving that black GTR in my rear views. So as I say, 1000cc club. Brandon's going to be joining us a lot, obviously chatting about good days and down days. He knows it a lot better than I do, and why we ride motorcycles to get us out of the depression, because there is no better drug than being on one of these and just having a damn good bit of fun. So that is what the thrill of biking is about. Obviously that is going to be coming up in a later feed, talking a lot about PTSD and riding and why we ride. But we're going to be heading back to the garage now, put the bike away, get home for Mrs. B so she can get out for afternoon tea. So I'm going to wind the video up here, guys. For myself and Simon at GTR1400 on the run out to Super Sausage. Whatever you're doing this week, do have yourself a good one. If you are riding, take it easy. As I always say, be well, ride safe, and from the RB, it's a big goodbye from me.